Hi, this is Chef Alain. Today we're going to see how to sharpen a knife, you see. For instance, this knife is pretty sharp. It's an almost brand new one. And as you can see, it's cutting pretty well. It's actually very important that your knife is sharp because otherwise you might hurt your arms in several places on the long term. This is why today we're going to see how to make a sharp knife with some, I just chose this knife today, I'm not home, and this one is actually not too sharp, you see. If I make a test, you see my page is tearing instead of cutting. So we're going to check that on 4 steps, pretty easy. The first step is actually, of course, to sharpen the knife. You're going to use a stone like this. You can find some in the market. It's pretty easy to find some between $25 and $50, you see. So what is very important, by the way, is that your stone is wet. Otherwise it's not going to work properly. And you're going to slide gently, never forget, gently on both sides. You're going to make sure that you follow an angle of that's between 15 and 20 degrees, not more than that. If it's 30 degrees, it's obtuse. So make sure you slide it gently on the stone, because actually the stone is eating the metal, literally. Doing this, I'm going to make the first step of the sharpening of the knife. And don't be shy with the water, because it's actually what makes the blade slide on the stone, you see. So don't be scared of using too much water. You never be using too much water on a stone. Now the second step, what we're going to do, because when you sharpen a knife, the problem is that it's actually impossible to have a blade that is perfectly in line. So you have to line it with this tool, you see. It's called, in French, it's called a fusil, not a gun, a fusil pour aiguiser, just to sharpen, you know. And exactly what you did with the stone, you're going to do it on your tool. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name of the tool in English. Should find it. And you have to feel that your blade is gliding gently on both sides. This is very important. Like this. If you want to check if you did a good job, you can use the nail of your thumb and you just scratch it both ways. If you feel it's sliding in a way and scratching the other way, that means you've been pushing too hard on one side. So you must correct your motion. It takes a few times to learn, but when you have it forever, you know. It's just like tying your lashes. Right. You can use an old belt like this, and you just, you see, flat it. You just really glide it gently on both sides again, because what happens is that when you sharpen a knife, you will always have, in French we call it le morfil, but it's like steel dust that stays at the end of the blade. And doing this, you're just gonna take this kind of steel dust away, just like when you go to the barber shop, exactly the same. So of course, before using it, what you have to do is cleaning the blade. So I'm going to use some water there. I'm going to dry closely the blade, and I'm ready for the last step. So now I do have to check if I did a good job. So yeah, I think I worked properly. You see, this is not a very expensive knife, but it's working pretty well if you take good care of it. Have a good one.